Andrew Tate. Good to have you here.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here, Alex. And I think the deplatforming is pretty much the biggest endorsement you can get nowadays. Why would they deplatform you unless you were telling the truth? I think that's the fact behind it all.
Well, they started with us. They're moving on to everybody. Where do you see all this going? I mean, what can the people do? What can Trump do? Where do you see it going?
Yeah, it's difficult because you have a lot of people who will sell their soul, and they sell their soul to the devil just to keep their platform or just to be promoted. I was saying this earlier with David Knight. If you look at the people within the sports world or people within the liberal Hollywood elite, etc., the people who get to the top are the ones who sell their soul and go furthest down the rabbit hole. So it's almost a race to the bottom. Who can be most crazy? Who can be most liberal? Who can sell their soul the quickest? Because that's the only way you get promoted nowadays. And that's what's happening. People are just giving up their morals. We're the scum of the earth, and we'll accept anything, and we're the most degenerate. So please promote me and make me famous in some way or
So they're
another.
literally auditioning for the devil.
Yeah, it's auditioning for the devil. Is who can be the biggest piece of garbage. That's all it comes down to. It's
How the hell did they get all these people to do this? I mean, I will say this. I'm not the best looking guy. You're a good looking guy and tough guy. Conservatives in every study are better looking, stronger, more successful. People that support leftism now look like classical Slimer from Ghostbusters meets a pedophile.
They're nerds. They're nerds because this is how socialists think. Because socialists have groupthink. So if you're a big, strong alpha, you have a degree of individualism. If you're a sheep or you're a small, little individual who feels like he needs safety in numbers, then you're going to be a socialist. That's what it comes down to, is safety in numbers, isn't it? It's like...
But they're never even getting anything from the globalism. It's like a reflected power.
Yep.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy is absolutely the word, but they just feel safer if they think, well, you know, if we all band in together, you know, hopefully we're in a big enough group, someone else will die and I won't die. They don't want to protect themselves.
They're like schools of fish.
Absolutely.
And of course, there's little guys and guys that are physically tough that have moral courage who are amazing. It's not just a physicality, but they have that light in their eyes. People that support this evil are literally look like they're dead. They can hardly talk. Statistically, they're dying. They have diseases. They're committing suicide. I mean, the wages of sin are death. Something's happening. People are getting stronger or they're getting weaker. It seems like there's an acceleration of that.
Yeah, and that's going to be the lines that are drawn, I think, in the end. I mean, I always say this as an example. If you were to get 100 liberals and 100 conservatives and have a Royal Rumble, who are you betting on? I always say it. Yeah, it's clear to everybody to see. And these liberals are just pushing their agenda of absolute degeneratism. So,
well, also there's a subconscious thing with scumbags and psychopaths is they want to get caught. And at a subconscious level. So they're just begging for us to crush them. And really, it's us putting up with this crap that's allowed it.
Putting up with it, yeah, and that's an amazing point about getting caught. And I think also another thing they're very, very desperate to do is to try and spread the poison. You see this all the time. Weak people, all they talk about is how unimportant it is to be strong. They want weak people around them. They feel so bad.
Mediocrity.
Inside. They feel so bad inside. They're desperate to spread that poison to
And they
people.
get upset if somebody's doing well instead of feeling good about the species. They want everybody to sink.
Yep.
Misery loves company.
Yep.
Well, guess what? We ain't going with you.